This is Charlie Kao in Durban, South Africa, with Michael Worsnip at Indaba Trade Exhibition. And Michael, tell us a little bit about Cradle of Humankind. I mean, that's a strong name, the World Heritage Site, Cradle of Humankind.
Indeed, it is a strong name. In fact, it's a name that speaks for the whole of Africa, because the small area that is the Dolomitic area around the Sterkfontein Cave area is not the center of the universe in terms of the Cradle of Humankind. Africa is the Cradle of Humankind. The continent is the Cradle of Humankind. There is no doubt whatsoever that Africa is the place where the human species, as we know it, emerged from. That is our home. That is our spiritual home.
I want, before the audience, changes channel, how many years old are the fossil findings at your site?
At the Cradle of Humankind site, the oldest that we have is round about 3.5 million years.
3.5 million years. Okay. And that is an ancestor of us Homo sapiens.
Absolutely an ancestor, yes. I mean, there's no straight line. Evolution doesn't work in a straight line. The scientists say it works in a bush. So, in some way, that creature, those creatures which are found there, Homo naledi hasn't yet been dated. The Australopithecus fossil that was found called Littlefoot has been dated at around about 3.5 million years.
That was unearthed when? How long ago?
3.5 million years ago.
No, I mean the archaeological digging at your site.
Yeah, well, that is the digging continues all the time. But Australopithecus, the Australopithecus fossil called Littlefoot was found about 15 years ago.
15 years ago, and you have about 300 digs,
yes.
Cave sites predominantly, still ongoing.
And still being found. There's even more being found. I mean, every day there's a different fossil site found. The area is incredible. I mean, there are some fossil sites where you go to the fossil site and the bones are sticking out of the walls. That's how impressive it is.
Bones, how old? Again, millions.
Millions of years.
Of humans, as well as all
the creatures of the area.
All the creatures of the area. As I was telling you earlier, I visited your site 2 days ago. I'm not one much for museums, but as you walk through and reflect about the timelines of our planet and the universe and the findings at the Cradle of Humanity, 75 miles north of Johannesburg, it really gets your mind into trying to get into perspective about who we are within that timeline.
And more importantly, where are we going? Because that's the really important question. The Cradle of Humankind is about where we've come from. Yes, there's a long history of where we've come from, and our particular species is just new on the horizon. But where are we now, and what is the impact that what we're doing now going to make in our future? Is there going to be a future based on what we're doing now?
Do you think the answer to that may be found, some of it, hints of it, in these diggings,
I think
in our past?
The question is put starkly in our diggings, because there we have a history going back 3.5 million years, and we could have a few minutes left in archaeological time.
Let's talk a little bit about the area that the Cradle of Humankind, again, 75, only short 75 kilometer north of Johannesburg. Talk about all the other activities that people can do, please.
Well, it is a 53,000 hectare site. Most of it is privately owned, and on that site there are over 400 tourism operations. When we first started with the Cradle of Humankind as a World Heritage Site, there were only 47. In 10 years, that has ballooned to 400. So the area has really taken off, and there is something to suit absolutely every individual. If you're wanting peace and quiet, we have some of the most pristine bushvelds in South Africa. If you're an adrenaline junkie and you like cycling or caving or running. The area is endless.
Yeah, I know that our group did some that's rope climbing, or
Absolutely,
right.
yes.
We did the sunrise hot air balloon safari
A once in a lifetime experience.
with Billy, the balloon guy.
Bill Harrop.
Bill, right. And we stayed at, unfortunately, one of these cave 5-star properties that had, almost Michelin quality fine dining, 6-course with 6 wine tasting, conference facility, 5-star lodging, etc., etc.
You should work for me, because that is exactly what this place is. There is something for everybody of any taste and any pocket.
And I want to point out to our viewers that this can be right after a 2-3 day visit to Johannesburg, Soweto, but all its new and fine dining, attractions, hotels, shopping, etc. The big secret.
Yes.
Joburg is a great tourist destination.
And 45 minutes out of Johannesburg, there is pristine bushveld, where you can do game viewing, and where you can balloon, and where you can cycle. An extraordinary destination. And at the same time, the big questions about what it means to be human are to be asked at that place.
Michael, the website, please.
www.maropeng.co.za is our website.
Okay, that's M as a mother, AROPENG.
That's correct.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.